Hey, it's me, MLV. Here is part 2 of the Kyotani one-shot, You Can't Beat Me. All that night, your dreams had been filled with thoughts of Kyotani, and the next day you quickly put your books away in your locker, and then waited and watched to see where his locker was so that you knew where to wait next time if you wanted to corner him. The hall was jam-packed when you saw his unmistakable haircut flickering through the crowd, being lost every few seconds as students blocked your vision. But you weren't giving up on it that easily, and kept staring down the hall till you saw where he was headed. With his locker location now imprinted in your mind, you left your post and went to class. All morning you were distracted and fidgety, and at first break you ran to his locker and stood there with your back against it. "Move," a sharp voice snapped at you as you waited. "No," you replied, just as sharply, to the honey-coloured eyes that appeared in front of yours. Suddenly his hand slammed into the locker beside your head and you flinched. "I said move," he growled. "I'm not moving until we have a rematch," you demanded. "Jumping is stupid. Challenge me to a real game." "When and where? Name the time and place," you said confidently. "After school, gym, volleyball spiking." "Do you play?" you asked. "Yeah. Got a problem with that?" "No, I'm just asking," you replied indignantly. A little nervous, actually, to be versing him in a sport that he played and you didn't. "Okay, move and I'll see you after school," he said, pushing you firmly out of the way. "Hey!" you protested, but he ignored you, so you turned and stormed off, with a massive grin on your face. At least you were getting to see him after school again, right? After school, you made a run for it, beelining to the gym and flinging the door open. It was just Kyotani there, and you looked around before entering. "You're so slow, hurry up," he demanded, holding a volleyball under his arm. "I'm not slow, you're slow," you spluttered, quickly trotting across the empty court to where he was standing. He waited for you to get close, standing there looking at you for a little longer than you were expecting, and you scowled up at him. "What?" you asked. "Nothing," he replied. "Here." He handed you the ball. "What do I do with this?" you asked, looking down at it. "You don't know what to do?" he asked. "Yes, that's what I said," you replied defensively, getting ready to fight back if he made any comments about you being incompetent. You glared at him, and he looked at you, then held his hand out. "Give me the ball." "No, I can do it. Tell me what to do," he replied firmly, pressing your lips into a thin line. "Turn that way," he commanded, pointing to the nets. So you did. "Okay, now what?" "Arms up," he said, standing behind you as you held your ball straight up over your head. "Not like that, you idiot," he grunted. "You're bad at directions," you snapped. "You told me to put my arms up, so I did. Like this." He took your arms in his hands and guided you in how to hold the ball properly, and then stepped in closer behind you to show you what to do next. "Start like this, and then throw the ball up, and crouch and jump and hit it hard." You nodded, and he stepped back as you threw it up high, then crouched and jumped, and swung your arm, and missed completely. There was dead silence in the gym, aside from the sound of the ball as it bounced away from you across to the other side of the court, and you thought Kyotani was about to laugh at you, but he said nothing. "Again," he finally spoke, and sheepishly you trotted after the ball, picked it up, and then brought it back to him. "You show me," you said, averting your eyes with embarrassment as you held the ball out to him. He took the ball and jerked his head to the side. "Move out of the way," he said lowly. "I don't want you to get hit." You stepped aside and watched as he tossed the ball up, then ran underneath it and smacked the everlasting crap out of it, sending the ball shooting across to the other side of the net with unbelievable speed and power. Now, you didn't mean to praise him, but you couldn't help but marvel at his power and let a "whoa" slip from your lips. "Gotta hit it hard or it's not satisfying," he said as he walked over to the ball to collect it and hand it back to you. He picked it up and then tossed it to you, and you caught it, then tried to imitate him and his jump serve. You got the jump part right, and you managed to hit the ball, but you certainly lacked the power that he had, and you grunted with frustration. "Again," he said, watching the ball roll away. "Try again." "Why are you teaching me? We're supposed to be challenging each other," you said as you set up to practice again. "I've already won, because you can't even hit the ball, loser," he taunted. "Say that again," you snapped, turning and throwing the ball at his chest. You thought that maybe you'd caught him off guard and it would thump into him and give him a bit of a wake-up call, but unfortunately he caught it and then threw it away and took a step towards you. "Oh, hell, I need to stop picking on people who are bigger than me," you wailed as you backed up, eyes round with fear. Yet even though you thought this, it still didn't push you to apologise, and even when your back hit the gym wall behind you, you still didn't open your mouth to say sorry. Kyotani was still coming at you with a very threatening aura, and in a last effort to protect yourself, you just scrunched your eyes closed and held your breath, expecting the worst. His hand slammed into the wall beside you and you flinched, but didn't duck down or anything, and then all of a sudden, his lips were pressed to yours. Your eyes flew open with surprise and locked onto his honey-coloured ones as he held his eye contact through the whole kiss. When he'd had enough, he pulled back and stared at you. What was that? You asked in a bewildered surprise. A kiss, dumbass, he mumbled with a blush. Why though? You asked. What do you think, idiot? He snapped, uncomfortable with your probing questions. Because you hate me? You asked. Yeah, that's it, 'cause I hate you. Would you be my girlfriend? He mumbled with an angry scowl on his face. Sure, why not? It's not like anyone else would fall for you, you retorted, your heartbeat running wild. I don't want anyone else. I want you, he said, still with a scowl. Can I kiss you again? And that's the end. The voting poll will be up very soon for you to pick the next character for next Wednesday's one-shot. So if it doesn't pop up on your timeline, check out the community posts on my channel and it should be there. So I'll see you next time.